Um, hey guys, what's up? It's me, Mr. Spooky Panda, and it's been a while. Unfortunately, this isn't like a happy I'm coming back type deal. This is a very serious, and I mean extremely serious topic. So recently, as in like yesterday, I had come across a video about a website that was offering advice on how to kill yourself. It was offering it suicide advice, and in that, they would give you methods on how to do it. Um, Basically, people with suicidal thoughts would go in, talk about what was wrong with them, and people would then encourage them to commit suicide. Now, I don't think I need to be the one, to tell you that suicide is never an answer, regardless of how bad things are going. Because, trust me, things always get better. I have been suicidal. I have attempted, albeit a middle school type attempt, so it wasn't really an attempt worth much effort. But regardless, it was an attempt nevertheless. Um, and this has been something that's been very close to me personally. It's something that I have been struggling with and coming to terms with the fact that yes, at one point I was suicidal. At one point I was in the mindset that I was better off dead. And I think that's obviously an extremely dangerous mindset to have. No one should ever, I mean ever, have to go through the pain and suffering of feeling that your life isn't worth living. It's a terrible thing to have to go through, and my deepest condolences to anyone that has had to go through that before. Unfortunately, there are some people in this world, some pathetic losers in this world, who feel like it is their duty to help people end their life prematurely. Unfortunately, it is some people's duty, or they feel it's their duty, to decide whether or not a person should live or die, and they'll help that person reach a terrible decision. Now, the way they word it, and I think it's a fucking awful way to word it, is you're either pro-life or pro-volunteer life. They strew this narrative to all new incoming people who post about wanting to kill themselves. They post this narrative that their parents were nothing more, they are nothing but the byproduct of their parents' selfish desires, and that it's selfish that it's selfish that the parents created them. Not realizing the irony in the fact that they too are alive, and they too are just another selfish byproduct of, well, how they word it. I don't believe it, but they word it as a byproduct of their parents' selfish behaviors and wants. Again, I don't think I need to talk about how disgusting this mindset is and just how wrong that mindset truly is. You were created on this world because of the love of your parents, or maybe you weren't. Maybe you were created for an alternative reason other than they want parents. Maybe you were born due to a deal with the family. I'm not entirely sure. But regardless, life is to be celebrated and not to be taken lightly. I don't think it's any secret that anyone you go talk to, any adult that loves you, any adult that has any sort of relation with you is going to tell you that suicide is never the answer. Unfortunately, these people online think that because they have no relationship to these people, they can say those things and not expect any repercussions from it. The problem is that these people go on there with no hope left. These people have exhausted all options. And in a last-ditch effort, they go online to vent about their problems. And then you have these people who tell them that there's an easy way out. I want to make it very clear that suicide not only doesn't help you, but is, in all definitions, not an answer. You don't get rid of your problems. Your problems don't just go away because you die. Your problems are passed on to someone else. Think of it like this. You may have stopped your pain, but think of how many other people that you have now hurt permanently. There are so many people in this world that do care about you. You may not realize it, but there are people in this world who do care about you. Sure, you're going to have to find them, but they are there. Maybe you don't have to find them, because maybe they are your parents. Maybe they are the people that you want to care about you. I think the issue is the lack of empathy within those types of groups. They think that suicide in life is voluntary. But you gotta think that, what if those people could have made something with their lives? And now you, a random person online, has given them advice to kill themselves. Blood is on your hands. And I'm not entirely sure how these people get away with the thought that they helped somebody when really they didn't do anything except help end a life that could have been something. It is extremely disheartening and extremely sad. I posted this on my story for Snapchat story, which is something I don't really do. I don't ever really post anything about my sadness on there. You know, I like to keep that under wraps, but this is something that I hold extremely close to my heart. Like, I don't understand how people just thought this was okay. This entire form of desperate people being told to kill themselves because the small patch in their life is miserable is extremely disheartening. You know, I was going to insult them, and I did insult them heavily. But now that I think about it, there isn't much to say other than these people are pathetic. I could say the obvious, that I hope that they fail in life, and I genuinely hope that the people who offer advice like that fail in life. I hope that when they try to succeed in something, it's taken away from them too soon. I hope when they go for that job interview, they're told no. I hope to God. And these people, I saw a video on it, and there was a response to it. And the response I saw was horrifying. People saying that we're being overdramatic, that it's not worth the time to create something on people's like own choice. And it's like, it hurts. It hurts to watch because there are people's lives that are cut off so quickly. There are people's lives who are taken by their own hand when they could have made something so beautiful out of their life. There are people on there who do genuinely suffer, but they're able to use that suffering to create something. I was able to create something out of my suffering. Something that I would not have been able to do. A goal, a dream I wouldn't have been able to do if I took my life. I didn't have the luxury of doing that because I didn't want other people to have to feel the way I did. But you know what? It was the best decision I could have made. Unfortunately, these people who go on this forum and get told this are told that there's nothing left for them. They're told that their whole existence means nothing and that they should give up. The people who have been affected on this forum, which I'm not going to name anything about because I want no exposure to this forum. This forum is completely vile. So I want no exposure given to this platform. However, if you do know of the platform that I am talking about, I want you to know two things. One, that you are loved. That there is someone out there. It is completely impossible that there is no one out there who loves you and cares for you. Impossible. So if you feel like there is no one else in life for you, just know that you are wrong. Hell, I'll love you. I'll care for you. I will check in on you any day. Anytime you have problems, you come to me. And I will help you through them because that is how much I care about people and their problems. The second thing I want you, if you've been in this situation or just feel hopeless, is that you're never truly alone in this world. I know it kind of leads into the first point, but the first point's more of like there's someone who loves you. The second point is, well, the most obvious point. That you are never alone in this world. There are people whose job it is to help you. There are people whose job it isn't to help you. But they still will. There are people out there, support groups, many places that will care for you. If you are struggling, I hope one day you find someone or find a place that is able to give you that comfort. I hope one day you are able to find what brings you true joy in life. But most importantly, I hope one day you learn to love yourself if you don't already. I hope one day you learn that you have value. I hope one day you learn that you are more than what people may say that you are. You are a human being on planet Earth, just like the rest of us. You deserve just as much love, just as much admiration. And know that for what it's worth, I care about you. I don't care who you are. As long as you don't do anything wrong, you don't bring other people down, I care about you. And I love you. To the people who post on that forum, offering suicide advice to people who clearly just need a helping hand, to anyone who on that platform who calls themselves pro-voluntary life, I want you to know that I hope your breaks are cut. I hope that you suffer tenfold for every time that you told someone that their life was just not worth living and that they should kill themselves. I hope, sincerely hope, that you lose everything in your life because you are absolutely pathetic. You are a pathetic human that just shares no empathy. You mask your empathy and you mask your psychotic wants and desires behind a facade of empathy and care. Let's stop lying to each other for 1 second. Let's stop lying. And let's be honest. You don't give a shit about anyone that you come across. You probably suffer from antisocial personality disorder because you just don't fucking care who you hurt, do you? Pathetic, weak slimeball that probably would be better off with no arms and no legs. You would definitely be better off if you just stayed a little sperm, because you are not worth the lives of the people that you hurt. I'm sorry to get that emotional. I'm sorry to just be the one to bring down the hammer and say, hey, you guys are fucking worthless. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope that if you ever are feeling down, I want you to know that there's always a sunset over the hill, but it always gets darker before it gets bright. That's how night works. Just when it seems like night's gonna last forever, that's when the day starts to shine through. I want to thank you all so much for watching again. Stay awesome, stay fresh to you guys, and just know that you all, each and every one of you, are beautiful people who deserve nothing but respect and admiration for sticking strong, for continuing to plow through the shit that everyone has to go through every day, for plowing through personal things that only you would know about. You are people to me. Your life is worth living. As always, I love you all.